In this episode of Estate Living, we are in this incredible, jaw-dropping house. Wow, it's so beautiful, it takes your breath away. And we're joined today from two agents from Pam Golding, award-winning agents, I believe. Thank you for joining me. We've got Sascha and Marcelle.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Wow, this house takes your breath away, doesn't it, when you walk in?
Yes, it was definitely one of the nicest homes that we've ever been privileged to market, and it was an absolute pleasure selling it.
What makes this estate so different and so unique, the lifestyle here?
I would first of all say Zimbali's position to me is what it's all about. The position along the coastline here, not too far from Mhlanga, Ballito, and I think the access to the beach. The 3.5 kilometer stretch of beachfront is very special, and for owners to have that direct access to the beach, and the pristine forest. There's no other estate, I think, in our country even that compares to what Zimbali offers when it comes to the indigenous vegetation.
That's what's so wonderful. What I've experienced being here, you know, is all the forested areas and the indigenous beautiful vegetation as well as the sea, and it's just magnificent. And what has made this estate so special over the last 25 years?
Consistency by the developers. It was an ethos that the developers brought into place. It was a vision that they had 25 years ago and already before then. And when they implemented it at the time, they were literally ahead of their time. For Ballito as an area, it was very much underdeveloped, much of a holiday sort of area, quite far out from Mhlanga Rocks, and then to build this wonderful big estate, it was really ahead of its time. But the developers' ethos in creating that living within harmony, in harmony with the nature, is really what is taken off.
A wonderful ethos.
If you look around you, we are now in the golf course section of the estate. You were in the forest section, which was very much indigenous forest. But this golf course section was sugarcane. There were only a couple of gum trees, and that was it. The rest was sugarcane. So all this vegetation has been rehabilitated, and that really was the ethos of Tonga Tulip, the original developers, and they carried it out very well.
Yes.
And how long have you been selling on the estate, you as a team?
Marcelle has been on the estate since 2003. I've done it since 2007. From 2007 we worked together within a team, and then since 2013 then at Pam Golding and again within a team.
And I've seen it grow over the years.
I was just going to say to you, you must have seen so much growth and so much happening here on this estate.
Yes. This side where we're on at the moment, as Sascha said, was just sugarcane, and now it's developed into this beautiful, young forest. You know,
it's gorgeous.
And
with the holistic approach that the residents can expect in the future, tell me a little bit about this.
We find that, and that's quite exciting about it, is that Zimbali is becoming far more residentially orientated than what it has been before. More and more families already over the last couple of years were emigrating from Johannesburg, and now more and more of them are living here now permanently. They've made it their destination, their tertiary, their primary residence, and they're living here now permanently. We also find that the age group has come down. Younger families are moving to the estate.
The Zimbali community as such is younger than it was a couple of years ago.
Even so it's actually all changing a little bit.
Very much so. Even between 2019 and 2020, 2019 I think the percentage of new buyers being under 49 was still 66%, and then it shot up to 77% within a year. And SEMA has picked up on that. SEMA is the Estate Management Association. They're moving with the times. They're realizing that the dynamic for that is required, and they constantly improve on residence facilities and what this estate offers to make it more conducive to younger families.
Because we were looking at a lot of the facilities yesterday, and wow, it is. I mean, for the children, what a place to be for your children, your young families. With regards to the rules and regulations, you know, I think that puts some people off living on an estate. Why do you think that is necessary?
No, we think that having guidelines it's there for everybody, and it just promotes good neighborliness. You know what you're allowed, and so does your neighbor. And I think that just it helps the estate and everybody to live in harmony with one another.
Yeah, no, that's true. I suppose there has to be rules, or else everybody will just go crazy.
Absolutely.
And now with regards to the brands, Pam Golding as well as Zimbali are such premier brands. How do you feel the two work in synergy together?
They're both established brands within the country, very well-known brands, and it works for us. Sascha, you might want to elaborate there.
Yeah, I think our networking opportunities that we have within the organization are wonderful in that respect, because Zimbali is a well-established brand. It's very well known, and we find that our colleagues, be it up in Johannesburg or down in the Atlantic seaboard, they know it, they like it, they respect it, and it makes it a pleasure for us to be associated to Zimbali, because it's always very nice to hear from somebody who works also in a very prime area, in a prime market like the Atlantic seaboard, to say you guys are coming from Zimbali, you work in Zimbali. Yes. What a lovely market you're working in.
Exactly.
So that
it just helps us to promote, Zimbali further, not even only South Africa, but also across
globally. Absolutely wonderful. But thank you both for taking the time to meet with us and to showcase this magnificent property, and I wish you all the best for your future excelling at this gorgeous
It's a privilege
estate.
for us to be part of Zimbali. We love it. We're passionate about
I
Zimbali.
can see.
Yes.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we're here chatting with Wendy, the owner of this beautiful home. Wendy, welcome. And thank you for chatting to us. Wow, you really have a fabulous home. What made you decide to move to Zimbali?
We really do love it here in Zimbali. But when we were looking for a home, particularly here in Ballito, we met with Marcelle and Sascha, and they really got to understand our family and got to understand our family's needs. We're a family that loves the outdoors, and when Marcelle and Sascha brought us onto the estate, we absolutely loved it. It really suited everything that we were looking for. Firstly, the security. What I really enjoy about Zimbali is the sense of community. There's a wonderful sense of community here. When we first moved in, the mums welcomed us warmly, so that was lovely. And there's so many different aspects to Zimbali, the wildlife, also the beautiful trails, lots of activities for the kids.
So there's a lot to do, for your family as a whole, which is
100%. And also working with Marcelle and Sascha on finding our dream home was also amazing, because as I said, they got to understand our family, they got to understand our family's needs, and they got a sense of exactly what we were looking for. So they took us to a few homes. But I have to say, when we walked into this home,
I'm sure
we were absolutely, we fell in love. From the time that we walked through the door, just looking at those views and just the feel of the home, there was such a sense of tranquility. And there's just a feeling that you get when you walk into a home that you know is yours.
You know it's yours. Yes.
Absolutely. And we had that, we all just had that sense of this is our home when we walked into it.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you just enjoyed every moment living here, I'm sure.
We absolutely love living in Zimbali.
And you enjoy the lifestyle, which we discussed earlier, but you also enjoy the secure aspect and being in an estated or gated community, I'm sure.
Yes. So the Zimbali lifestyle really suits our family's lifestyle. Firstly, the security. We've got a teenage son, and we never have to worry about leaving him at home alone when we travel. And there's so much for him to do here. So he enjoys soccer. There's an AstroTurf, so he plays soccer. We've got a state-of-the-art gym, so he enjoys gymming.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
So one of the unique features about Zimbali, and one of the reasons why we bought into the Zimbali estate, is because it actually has direct beach access. So that's something lovely. That's really unique, and we love the ocean. My son-in-law is an avid surfer, so just having the ocean right on our doorstep is amazing. We've also got 2 little grandkids, and they absolutely love it here. Oh. We've got a little 4-year-old Noah.
Yes.
He started playing golf.
Oh, sweet. At 4.
Yes,
that's
at
precious.
4. So that's something really lovely about the Zimbali estate. And, he can cycle around the estate.
And be safe and
and secure.
You don't have to worry,
You never have to worry. And as I said, there's a real sense of community. So there's a lot of care on the estate. It really is like one big family. There are different groups, a walking group, a foodie group,
Lovely.
a walkie-talkie group,
Oh my gosh.
a mums group.
So you can get involved with whatever you
Yes,
know,
an
attracts
arts group.
you.
So you
Yes,
can get
lovely.
involved with lots of
Yes.
different, lots of different activities. And also when we joined the estate, moving from Umhlanga to Ballito, my son's school's in Umhlanga. So we actually were welcomed by the mums group, and we joined a lift club.
Oh, that's convenient.
So that's very
Yes.
convenient. So now we share
Yes.
lifts.
Oh,
and
that's nice. So the
that's-
community here really sticks together, which is wonderful and
Yes.
important.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's what it all is about, with living in an estate like this.
The
It's
gated
wonderful,
community,
yeah.
absolutely. So we love it here.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you again.
It's a pleasure.